Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Erica Schmerica Reality Recaps. Today we're going to be talking about 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Season 4, Episode 7. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and go ahead and hit that notification bell so you'll get notified about all the new videos I'll be posting. Let's get started. So on the agenda today are Steven and Alina. So Steven and Alina are bringing all of the drama this season. They're still at the winery from last week, and Steven has just revealed to Alina that he has skiddlypooped multiple girls, which is just confusing to everyone else, including Alina, who's now hurt because it seems as though the timeline of the skiddlypoop overlapped with their relationship. So he confesses to having kissed over 100 girls, done other things with 24 girls, approximately, give or take. We don't really know about any religious loopholes there are, and having skiddlypooped approximately like 4 to 5. Not really sure what that entails. Don't really think I want to know what that entails. In any case, Alina is hurt. She's taken aback. She thinks he's such a hypocrite. She went ahead and just like chugged her wine, and he was so upset that she drank her wine because, not supposed to for the good old religion, but she reminded him that he's not supposed to be skiddlypooping people either. Anyway, she left in tears. She was all upset. And this all happened right before Alina's mother was flying in from Russia to visit the couple and see how they were getting along. Perfect timing, mom. So anyway, she goes to pick up her mother at the airport. And her mom has got like resting mom face. She's got this shirt on that said something like choice, need, chic, charm. Not really sure what got lost in that translation either, but it was rhinestone, so it doesn't really matter because that's always a good time. Anyway, so they went ahead and went back to the apartment, and Steven was there waiting for them with his greasy, icky hair that he just kept twirling on his finger, and he plied her mom with chocolates from Turkey, and he, at least he could speak Russian. I'll give him credit for that, because we can't say that about a lot of these couples, that the other one, the American counterpart, doesn't always speak the language of their spouse-to-be. So at least we'll give him credit only for that, literally only for that. So anyway, she sat down. She was very unimpressed with Steven, thinks he's very weird, much like the rest of us, even though he tried to confess that he thinks that Alina is his sun, moon, and stars. I don't even know. How do you even know how to say that in Russian? That was impressive. In any case, he then presents Alina with a gift for her, which is a coin purse of a kitty. I don't know if that exactly makes up for, all the other kitties he's been messing around with, but nonetheless. So Alina's mom is not impressed, and she thinks her daughter could do better, and maybe like Alina should go Russia. I kind of agree. Then back after a little hiatus last week were Corey and Evelyn, just for a little doom and gloom that we were all needing in our lives. So Corey and Evelyn, just this all came on the heels of Corey confessing to Evelyn that his little fling with Jenny, Peruvian Jenny, not India Jenny, not Smitt Jenny, Peruvian Jenny, that it was a little more than he had said, and that it was actually a full-blown relationship. So Evelyn's so taken aback. She's so upset. So in the meantime, Corey heads out to town where Peruvian Jenny is conveniently waiting for him at a cafe because he ghosted her. So now he's breezing in the family hoopty that he's driving to let her know that things are officially over, and he's super sorry about that. Weird. So Jenny was very patient. She seemed really nice. She seemed like a cute girl. And she explained that she thought that she and Corey had a real relationship. It was really serious. It meant a lot to her. And she handled it really well. She said, they both moved on. They both have their own lives now. And she's glad he was able to work things out with his wife, who he didn't tell her about for 4 months. So it seemed as though Jenny kind of forgave him for ghosting her, and she had a date of her own. And I'm just confused how Corey spoke Spanish all of a sudden, because he was talking to Peruvian Jenny in Spanish, which is something he hasn't done in the past 3 years with Evelyn and her family. So if Evelyn's going to be mad about anything, she should really be mad about that. Anyway, he goes back to Evelyn and decides that he's going to come clean and tell her the full story over a good coconut. They went to a place that has the best coconuts. I don't know like what makes one coconut stand better than another, but anyway, they go and sit and have a coconut together where he tells her that, he slept with this girl and they had a relationship for months and it was serious. So Evelyn's so upset, and mostly she seemed upset because she felt like she got played, when she's usually the one that's the player. So nonetheless, I did feel bad. She was crying. She seemed genuinely upset, and she doesn't want to be with Corey anymore. Not so sure she wanted to be with Corey in the first place, but now she really doesn't want to be with Corey. And her family knows about their wedding. So now she has to tell them that she wants to get divorced. So she kicks Corey out of the house, tells him that he has to go sleep outside, sleep on a hammock, and hopes that he gets bit by 100 mosquitoes, which in Ecuador is a big diss. That's a big diss. Hopefully Peruvian Jenny hasn't left yet. Maybe she has a bottle of calamine lotion and they can rekindle their flame. Then there was Team Carmondo, which love them. They're great. They don't belong on this show, but they're great. Anyway, they are back in their hometown and they head over to get their marriage license after being denied the first time, only to find out they're accepted and they're approved and they're ready to get married. Big hugs. 3 cheers for Carmondo, the end. Ariella and Biniam had a very sappy week. It was time for Ariella to take baby Avi back to the United States so that he could have his hernia surgery, which of course is very triggering to Biniam because he lost his last family, his wife and son, to America and all the conveniences like fitted bras and air conditioning. And he's upset that that could happen again. So meanwhile, he's very upset. He's crying. He's begging them not to go. And Ari gives him some kind of like ring to put on to symbolize that like they're married, even though they haven't gotten married yet. But she promises that she's going to come back with baby Avi in a month. They go to the airport. There's a lot of crying and scene. And last and certainly least, and I really shouldn't say that because honestly, in this lame season of The Other Way, they've become my favorite somehow. I don't know if it was like I was like interested and then I was like really uninterested. Now I've gone back to interested because by comparison, they've become the most interesting. Jenny and Sumit, Summit, Stumi, Smeet, Feet. I don't know. Anyway, so this week they're schlepping the parents Sumi over to the therapist because they decided that they're going to all give peace a chance. And she sat down and she tried to, let them talk to each other calmly. Mother Smitt is my new favorite. She was so smug. She just sat there like, no, I don't like this. She doesn't want to look at Jenny. Father Smitt admitted that this was keeping him up at night, giving him indigestion, and they just couldn't seem to meet in the middle with this whole Jenny situation. Smee said that it's good for his health. Jenny is really helping him. Maybe because he's taking some of her Metamucil or her one-a-days. I don't know. But in any case, he thinks that Jenny is good for his health and he's so happy. And he wants them all to be happy. Now, Father Smitt admitted that the reason why they're worried is because of Jenny. They don't want, Smitt and Jenny to break up in like 10 or 15 years. And where's Jenny going to be? She's going to be like 204 by then, living on the streets all by herself. But she claims that she doesn't care because as long as she's with her mini-me, she's happy because you complete me. That's what she says to Smitt. In any case, they decide they're going to be together. And Mother Smitt is worried that nobody's going to want her son if they break up in 10 or 15 years at the age of 40 or 50 years old. We don't really know because he could have lied about his age. However, Mike Jones should be concerned that, should things happen with Jenny, where's he going to be in another 15 years? He doesn't care either. They're willing to take the risk for love. And the therapist suggests that Mother Smitt should just accept this or find a way to deal with it, even though it really, really hurts her feelings. All of a sudden, like she was struck by lightning, Mother Smitt gets this idea that she should move with them. She went like a complete 180 there. She went from like not even being in the same room with Jenny sharing samosas to all of a sudden moving in. Now she's moving in because she wants to teach Jenny in her own way how to become the perfect Indian daughter-in-law. And I'm here for it. I can't wait. Thank you to Mother Smitt for actually making this season interesting. This should be like the funniest thing of all time. Can't wait to see her, yell at Jenny in the kitchen. It's going to be amazing. But later on, After the therapy session, Jenny and Smitt went to like a dusty old gross bench somewhere covered in monkeys. I can only imagine what was on that bench. And they sat there where they discussed their impending roommates and how they were going to handle that situation. Jenny was a little worried that Mother Smitt was like saying that she wanted to do this to, get to know Jenny and train her to be, the perfect daughter-in-law so she could accept her. But she knew deep down that this was all part of her evil plan and that she is an evil mastermind and she's trying to sabotage the relationship. Thanks so much for joining me for another episode of Erica Schmerica Reality Recaps. If you haven't done so already, please make sure to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys again next week. Bye!